Why have we forgotten so much in humanity? Why have you forgotten so much of your life, and why have I forgotten so much of my life? All of us. Why do we forget?
Well, besides going into aging and other things, and neurodegeneration, not to mention ailments like Alzheimer's, senility, and other things, I think more the spiritual question you're asking is why are we less conscious, or why do we lose consciousness that we sometimes have?
Mm-hmm.
And I think the main reason is a kind of habit,
Mm-hmm.
like a rut that we keep making deeper by habit, by doing it again and again, going back and forth in that same rut till it becomes like the Grand Canyon. For example, like the rut of relying on thinking. So when we're kids, we are more intuitive, and some kids are even psychic, and we're more like animals.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get socialized, and then we start relying on thought more and analysis and logic, rather than the other side of the brain, intuitive, instinctive, seeing it all at once, gestalt, like creative intelligence, with the other side of the brain. But you know, that's the right side of the brain is more intuitive, the left side of the brain more analytical. So we're like thinkaholics. I'm the founder of TA, Thinkaholics Anonymous. Not just Alcoholics Anonymous and Overeaters Anonymous and other sex anonymous, gamblers anonymous. Thinkaholics Anonymous.
No doubt.
Thinking is like a substance.
Absolutely.
And we're addicted to it.
Yes.
And if you go through the 12 steps, whatever the first step is, I can't remember exactly, but I had to admit that
I had a problem.
I had a problem, and thinking had taken up power over my life, and I have to rely on a higher power, which even if you're a non-theist, like a Buddhist, you could say, which is awareness or mindfulness, to free me from this disease or this addiction. So it's literally like a substance that we're addicted to. And the more we do it, the better we get at it, and the more we get worldly, something, credit, or, solidified in our position and role and our self-image, which is a thought.
Yeah.
And the less free we are. And that's why we love children and pets and animals and nature so much. It's like a returning to the native that we recognize as it's still a part of us, but underserved, the inner child. Can't get out and dance and sing because we're self-conscious now. So we forget who we are, and we get out of balance, and our heads get bigger. It's like feeding our heads, becoming a swimologist instead of learning how to swim. And then when the ship goes down, a swimologist drowns, while a swimmer that never read about swimming learned to swim and swims away, or tries to save the swimologist. So this is with life. We get wiser from experience and learning and insight and realization and enlightenment, but not just by years. Age is no guarantee of wisdom. There are plenty of old, jaded, crotchety, old curmudgeon fools. And there are others who've learned from their experiences and contemplated their experiences. And when we reflect on our experiences, we learn the lessons, and we get the wisdom of experience and become sages through aging. And that's the wisdom of experience, the wisdom of aging. And so that's, again, like a matter of attention and intention. Learning from our experiences, not just thinking what's next or been there, done that. So I'm not talking about faith or belief. I'm very grounded. I'm a Capricorn. I'm very grounded in like practical and effective spiritual practices like chanting and praying and yoga and exercise and healthy eating. I know I'm way overweight, but my wife just died, so I've been taking care of for 2 years of cancer. And so I've been having a grieving period. But I think freedom of the mind frees us up in life. And there's nobody really that could keep us down. And it's good to take responsibility for that.